Instagram, what up, what up, what up? This video is going to be pretty random. I'm going to be all over the place with the different topics that are on my mind. I just want you to try your hardest to stick with me, right? Like I said, I'm going to be all around. So I put up this poll on Instagram that was like, out of all the, it's for the women, of course, it was for all the guys that you've dated, was the majority or the minority the amount to check you if you did something wrong or whatever? And it was like 85% minority. So basically that would say that guys really aren't checking chicks for when they do things wrong. Or then a lot of these people who voted maybe feel that they don't do anything wrong. That could be a pretty big factor in this poll, right? And then I asked, my follow-up question was, ladies, do you have a problem checking any guys? And it was 90% no and 10% yes. So what does that show? That women have absolutely no problem telling a guy about themselves, but they rarely hear anything about themselves, right? And as we also know, guys will holler at anything, okay? They will holler at anything. So therefore, your bad habits, your bad relationship tactics, whatever it is that you might have that's negative, guys are still gonna shoot their shot, right? Because you can't see that stuff. And guys are really into the physical, so that's something that can't be seen until you actually get to know someone, right? But I was talking to a friend, and we had this conversation that as a guy, if you were the guy who really doesn't give a fuck about what the girl looks like and just goes off of her actions and her behavior, and you're not a guy who absolutely has to hit it, maybe that could be considered a privilege, because I'm not out here, I'm talking about me now, and I'm not out here on no thirsty shit. And I think a lot of guys who get women know where I'm coming from with this. And please, ladies, tag some dudes in my post, and I think they'll fuck with me on this one right here. If you're a guy who doesn't have a problem getting women, know that you actually do communicate well, because that communication as a man seems to be what's lacking. That's what a lot of women say in terms of dating, that guys don't know how to communicate, don't really express themselves well, right? So if you're a guy who isn't worried about trying to smash and is actually looking at you for you, like how you maneuver through relationships, go about things, like what's your communication like? Can I see this going in the right direction? And like I said, once again, it's not worried about hitting that. You don't have a one-up on him, because a lot of women like to use this, oh, well, you're not gonna get the pussy. Baby, what am I, 10 years old? You know how much pussy I've had? A lot. So you over here, no, you're not gonna get it, doesn't make you any better than the next person, right? And I think that's one thing that y'all gotta learn. And once you put that out there on some, you're not gonna get the blah, 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 you've objectified yourself. Because now, mentally, this becomes a game. Oh, she's not gonna let me get it, huh? Okay, she gonna learn today. It might be 1 week, it might be 2, it might be 2 months, but I'm gonna get that thing. It now becomes a challenge to the guy, right? Versus just two people really getting to know each other. And if it happens to go there, it happens to go there. But anyhow, let me kind of get back on track. I told y'all I will be all over the place. I think that when it comes to dating, from what I understand, once again, women always say that guys have bad communication, right? So let's break down communication. What is communication? It's two people talking to one another. If I strip away my physical and I strip away your physical, it's two, I don't know, let's say spirits talking to one another, communicating, laughing, right? And if you can't hold someone's attention just from talking, just from texting, just from FaceTiming, however methods of communication you go about, and you can't hold their attention just from communication, something is lacking there. they're either not that interested in you, maybe your communication just isn't that great. Whatever it is, there's something that could be improved. So it's also said guys don't really express themselves well, maybe too prideful, try to be too cool, whatever it is, right? So what happens when you do get a guy like that? You do get a guy who is all those things, but then he's not your type. Yeah, that sucks. I don't even know where to go with that one. I'm just gonna give you that sucks. So women, I think that women's number one problem is not taking responsibility for your action. I don't want any of y'all to, get mad or wild out on me, but I really want to break this down. As a woman, you're taught victim mentality from a young age. Everything is beware of this, watch out for that. Everything is so these bad guys are out to get you type of thing, right? And going back to the poll once again, what does that show? That 85% of women are not being checked for anything that they do wrong, and then 90% of them have no problem telling the guy about themselves. So then where's the accountability here? Where's the I need to improve on XYZ because you don't even know? But then see, once again, it comes down to the guy who knows how to communicate. So if the guy knows how to communicate well, he's able to be like, nah, baby, what you're doing isn't, I can't really get down with that. I don't like that. I don't like that. So, once again, this is why it's so funny, because if the guy doesn't know how to communicate, did he not express this well? If he did try to express it, he just got mad. Did he ignore her? Right? Is there actually good communication between the two to where there's some understanding behind this? So I would say this. This is going to kind of be the end of my spiel. I just wanted to give you all a lot of randomness. I actually kept this one pretty nice. I was going to go a lot of places with this one. But if you are an attractive person, please bring more to the table than your attractiveness. Because like I said, you strip away somebody's looks and it's just two spirits talking to one another. If you don't have good conversation, if you don't take responsibility for your actions, if the world is against you and you blame everything on other people, actions, if the world is against you and you blame everything on other people, and you can't just talk to someone and enjoy them, right? And just have a good time because you're caught up on so many other things, that's when you're going to fail. Now, like I said, I told y'all this was a one and done video. I told you I'd be all over the place with it. Hopefully y'all rock with me on this one. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay. But having said that, I will see y'all later. And as you can see, it's getting darker.